Oakland Stadium in Kansas City, where tonight Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Jose Abreu, Javi Garcia, Melky Cabrera and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with the first place, the tough Kansas City Royals. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson. My partner Steve Stone will not be here for this series, and sitting in for him is former outfielder and prolific base stealer for us back in 2005 when we won the World Championship, Scotty Paz. Scott Pasednik, and welcome once again, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be here, Hawk.
Well, in your debut last night, we got beaten that ball game 3-2 if you missed it, but we had some opportunities to score and just didn't get it done.
Yeah, we did. We weren't efficient at all with runners in scoring position. I think we were 0 for 9 with runners on. Had guys on second base, no outs, wasn't able to push them across. Then had runners on second and third. Weren't able to get any runs at that time. So we got to be better with runners in scoring position tonight, no question.
Well, we got some Archie going for us, and they've got a guy who's really pitched well against us in the past, Jeremy Guthrie.
Yeah, Guthrie's going to be looking to bounce back from his last outing in Cleveland. I think he surrendered 8 runs in 5 1/3. So Guthrie hasn't pitched in 10 days, so it'll be interesting to see how sharp he is tonight.
All right, Samardzija against Guthrie. So sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Audi, truth in engineering. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. And by Toyota. The annual clearance event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back to a jam-packed Kauffman Stadium at 36,000 plus last evening. They're averaging 33,246. Quite a turnaround from just a few years ago. But it's a fun ball club to watch. They came within 1 out of winning everything last year. And they're well on their way to another postseason this season. But the umpires are at home plate. They've already exchanged lineup cards in just a beautiful, not a cloud in the sky here in the heart of mid-America.
You know, Kansas City, they've recognized what this team has done and the turnaround they've made these last couple of years, and they show up here to support them. It's fun to see.
Yeah, it is. And after this homestand, they're going to be over the 2 million mark. And you see those hills right there out behind the left field fence and across I-70. Those are the hills that Jesse James rode in. He and his gang. And a lot of history around Kansas City as the Royals take the field. No, I was not with that game, John Walden. And let's right now check out our lineup, handed in by our skipper, Robin Ventura. Adam Eaton will lead it off. He's back in that lineup. It did not appear he was going to be in that lineup after last night. We'll show you that a little bit later on. Tyler Saladino second, Abreu third. Middle three of Cabrera, Garcia, and LaRoche. Bottom third of Ramirez, Sanchez, and Soto. And the Kansas City defense, this is a good one. They can run. Dyson in left, Kane in center, Rios in right. Around the horn, Moustakas, Escobar, Infante, Hosmer, and the battery of Salvador Perez and the 36-year-old right-hander Jeremy Guthrie. Here are his numbers: 7-7 with a 5.65 ERA. And Scott Podsednik told you he has not pitched in 10 days.
Well, you got to think that his body and arm is going to be rested hawk, but it'll be interesting to see how sharp he is executing his pitches. Talking with pitchers in the past, that sharpness leaves you with an extended time off. So it'll be interesting to see how sharp he's going to be tonight. And
he is our Lexus pursuing perfection pitcher for Kansas City, taking his long tosses. Let's check out the men in blue. There's Laz Diaz behind the plate. Alfonso Marquez at first, Dan Bellino at second, and young man who had a good game last night behind the plate, Chris Siegel. So this will be the second of this brief 3-game series. And as we talked about in the open last night, we had men on second, nobody out, couldn't even move him. Then we had men on second and third, nobody out, could not score a run. So we had our opportunities, and that was a microcosm, Scotty, of the way our offensive season has gone this year.
You know, when you're not swinging the bats well, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. It's not necessarily how many hits you get, it's when you get them. You can't squander runners on third base with less than 2 outs.
That's right. It's that old saying, don't tell me what you hit, buddy. Tell me when you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
So before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a strike. It was not, but it's called a strike. I mentioned he had an MRI earlier today, and it was clear he's got to be sore. As the count very quickly 0-2, and if you missed that last night, here's that injury. Left shoulder, and when he walked off, he appeared to be hurting. That's into left center field. They got a man there, a good one. So with 1 out, let's check out our picks to click tonight. Jim Angio, our director and crew, he went with Alexei. Scott and Steve are going to go with Adam LaRoche. And the Bertucci boys, Bobby, Bruno, and Handsome Anthony. We're going to go with Giovanni Soto.
Guthrie featuring a fastball, cutter, slider, occasional curveball to righties.
Tyler. Good pass at it underneath it.
Anywhere from around 80 to 93 velocity with the fastball. To lefties, it was fastball, change, cutter, slider with an occasional curveball.
Moustakas, he's a good one. He made a sensational play last night.
This guy can cover some ground over at third base. Hawk, these guys can catch it.
They catch the ball better than anybody in this division. And they catch the ball better than anybody in the American League. I don't know about the National League, but in the American League, that's one reason. They came within an out of winning everything last year. Out of the blue. Here's Abreu. Yeah, when you can catch it like they can and cover the last 3 innings, the last 9 outs the way they can, that's a pretty good combination.
Well, that has to lower the stress levels of that pitcher out there on the mound when he knows that he can give up ground balls all over the infield, and they're going to be those plays are going to be made.
1-1 the count to Abreu, and here at Kauffman Stadium, 330 down the lines, 387 in the gaps, and 410 straight away center. Wind blowing out to left.
Outfield relatively straight up. Rio shaded a little towards right center.
First pitch came at 91 degrees. That's off the end of the bat. It's going to be a quick, easy 1-2-3 inning with a nice play from Moustakas. Joe starting lineup against our right-hander. Escobar, Moustakas, and Kane, the top 3. Middle 3 of Hosmer, Morales, Perez. Bottom 3rd of Rios, Infante, and Jared Dyson, the speedster in left field. And defensively, we have Cabrera, Eaton, and Garcia from left to right. Around the horn, Saladino, Ramirez, Sanchez, LaRoche in the battery of Giovanni Soto, and our 30-year-old right-hander, Jeff Samardzija. Jeff making his 23rd start. His record is 8-6, 4.35, 29 walks, 114 punch-outs, and he is our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher.
Oh, we'll see if Samardzija can get back on track tonight.
Nice play by Saladino.
0-2 this season against the Royals with an ERA just over 6. So we'll see if he can make some adjustments on how he attacks this Kansas City lineup.
Here's Moustakas. He was 0 for 3 last night. He comes in at 277, 10 homers, 39 driven in. Takes first pitch strike. Royals hitting at 269 as a club with a 3.57 ERA. Kansas City, 17 games over here at home, 35-18. On the road, 29-26 for a composite of 20 over. 64-44. You're not going to do anything with that one.
No, nice
action. Beat it right off the foot.
Nice action on that slider.
Got a redo, and the count 2-2. How about those Blue Jays? Shut out the Yankees today 6-0. David Price pick up their 7th win in a row.
They are playing with some swagger up there in Toronto.
Yeah. That has popped up. Adams got him. 2 down. That'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. He of the hurting us very much in 2015. Canes. He was 2 for 4 last night, a triple, RBI double, run scored.
This guy always seems to be in the middle of the action against the Sox, doesn't he?
He does. And it's just amazing. He is becoming one of the big Sox killers in this league. As we talked about last night, I don't know the last time he's taken a bad swing against us.
He is fun to watch play center field. There aren't too many balls out there that he can't get to.
Jammed him, pops him up into left. Good pitch by Jeff, and a quick 1-2-3, and that's the 1-0 score. Ryan Mundy. Here are his thoughts on the upcoming season and much, much more. Watch Bears Life with Ryan Mundy, presented by Xfinity, tomorrow after Cubs postgame live right here on CSN. It'll be Cabrera, Garcia, and LaRoche. Melky comes in at 282, 7 long ones and 54 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. Melky has faced Guthrie 12 times, has 3 hits. Watch out. Gap out there in left center. Chopper to 3 hopper. And a reminder, our Sox are hosting Faith Day on Sunday, August 30th. Chicago's own Vertical Church Band will be playing a pregame acoustic set. So stick around after the game as Adam LaRoche and other players discuss their faith. So purchase specially priced tickets. Visit whitesox.com/faith. Here's Avi, 0 for 4 last evening.
Guthrie getting ahead early, these Sox hitters. Doesn't appear to be lacking any sharpness from that 10-day layoff.
Well, it can be good or bad. You don't know until you get out there. He's a good competitor. He has always pitched well. Last time out, we got to him for the first time in a long time. We got him 3 runs in 5 innings, 9 hits. Prior to that, boy, he just go out there and come right at us.
Pitching's obviously different than hitting, Hawk, but I can remember if I had a day or 2 off, the rhythm and timing of that it takes hitting a baseball is delicate, and just one day off can sometimes throw that off.
Sure. Ivy should have had a hit last night if you missed that game. And let's just play by Mustafa. He can run. So that was just a terrific play. And here's the payoff pitch. That's right at him. That's a hang whooping. Yeah, from a hitting standpoint, a lot of guys, if they miss a day, they get paranoid.
I know I did.
Yes. Here's LaRoche. Adam 1 for 3 with a home run last night. Got us to the 2 mark. Made it 3-2 instead of 3-1. That's what we lost it by. 1.
Guthrie featuring that sinker changeup. Adams going to have to let that ball get deep. Try to adjust his sights over up the middle or to the left side.
Plenty of room on the left side. They got the shift on. Topper. Good play. Hosmer. Good play. Guthrie. So that is 6 up, 6 down. Enjoy a cold one to look forward to. Miller time later in the game, brought to you by all the great folks at Miller Lite. It'll be Hosmer, Morales, and Perez. Samardzija with a nice, easy 1-2-3 first. Get foul. It will. Thank you very much. Right size, wrong shape.
Wanted to lift a fastball up. Hosmer was all over it. He was sitting dead red. Looking fastball, got it, and he didn't miss it.
Oh yeah, nice catch by Carlos. Hang with him. 1 out.
Frustrating as a hitter. You go up there and do your job, hit a ball on the nose, and still recording it out.
Here's Morales. Yeah. Got worst thing you can say to somebody who's, especially a veteran, who just nails one like that, comes back to the dugout. Worst thing you can say is hang with him.
Yeah, that's not what he wants to hear.
No.
Funny game that you can hit one off the thumbs over the shortstop's head and feel good about yourself.
I played with a guy that we played a 3-game series against Baltimore, and he had 8 official at bats in the 3 games. Had a couple of walks in there. In 8 at bats, he hit. There's 8. Oh, nice. Played that one nicely. 2 down. He had 7 line shots right at guys. The last game was the Sunday after the game. He wanted to take extra batting practice. I said, what in the world do you want to do that for? He said, well, I was 0 for 7. I said, yes. You hit 7 line drives at guys.
About as good as he gets, 7 line drives.
Oh, he could hit. Wow. He could hit. Well, you don't win the Triple Crown if you can't hit. $5'9", 178 pounds, win the Triple Crown.
178 pounds.
Perez, 247. Hit 44 home runs that year. Wow.
I outweighed him by 10 pounds and hit 2 in 2005.
Well, yeah, you had a different approach. Can't get that one and to count 1 and 2. Yeah, he was the hardest swinger of the bat to make solid contact that I ever saw to this day. Off the end of the bat, slowly hit. He's got plenty of time. So that is 6 up, 6 down for Samardzija. From all of our viewers watching on Heart of Iowa Communications in Union, Iowa. Union, Iowa, yes. No score, top of the third. Nobody in this game has reached base. So for us, it'll be Alexei, Sanchez, and Soto.
Oh, speaking of home runs, how many did you hit up in those fountains?
Here?
Here.
I never played here. Played in the old ballpark over on 22nd in Brooklyn. Municipal Stadium. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous park. The playing surface I'm talking about. That's fair ball. Got a roller right there from Guthrie. So he's going to turn it on and just cruise on into second. You can cancel a post-game show. That's his 22nd double.
Well, we'll see. And Guthrie leaves that curveball up right out over the plate. Alexei puts a good swing on it. That's about how hard you're going to have to hit it to get it by Moustakas over there at third.
Boy, the defensive play is just. These guys are getting better and better and better. It's just a wonderful thing to see all the great young talent that we have in baseball today. So here's Carlos. He's got a job to do. He was 1 for 3 last evening. Comes in hitting at .230, 3 homers, 16 driven in. And that will get the job done. So the sacrifice, 1-3. Let me ask you a question. Had you rather see that, or had you rather see him try to swing and hit his way on to the right side?
I don't mind seeing that right now.
I love it.
Once again, they're presented in a situation presents itself here. Alexei on third, less than 2 outs. They have got to take advantage of these situations.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Especially when you're in a funk like we've been in as far as getting guys over. Now it's up to Gio to do his thing and get him in with the infield in.
That was a nice bunt by Sanchez. Looking for a pitch up, something he can elevate. Outfield straight away.
And no, in this game, Scotty Pod's sometimes simplicity is beautiful. Helped him out right there.
There are times when hitters go up just trying to do too much, especially when you're in funk, not scoring runs. You find yourself pressing. And at the plate, if you're trying to do things that you're not capable of doing, results aren't going to be in your favor.
Well, you got to have an approach. You got to have a mindset. You got when you go into that box in that situation, man on third and less than 2 out, you got to say to yourself, you got to look at that mound and say to yourself, buddy, you're the one in trouble, not me. Even if you know you're lying to yourself.
You got to credit Guthrie. He made 4 good pitches in that at bat.
Well, he's not afraid. He's a wonderful athlete, very competitive. As I mentioned, 36 years old.
But you have to take what the pitcher gives you. If he doesn't give you anything to hit and doesn't give you a pitch to do that particular job, you have to have faith in the guy behind you that he's going to be able to get it done.
Take your walk.
Take your walk.
Yeah, those are momentum changers. You get the momentum, and all of a sudden you give it right back to him. 2-0.
Not to mention scoring first. That just does something to the psyche of your ball club when you can put that opening run up on the board.
Ag curveball high to count 3-0 with Saladino on deck. That was very questionable. Goes Guthrie's way. Can't miss that one. So there is the first walk issued in this game.
Guthrie's been sharp up to this point.
Here's Saladino, and here's what he did his first time up. Another theft. Brian Mustafa. So we blow another opportunity. That's 4 opportunities in the game in the third. Our Sox and the rest of Chicago sports scene with the Cap and Haw Show on CSN Chicago. Now it's the only AM sports talk TV show in town, so don't miss the Cap and Haw Show, presented by Horwitz and Associates. That's weekday mornings at 9 on CSN. Kansas City's half of the third. It'll be the lower third of their order. Rios, Infante, and Dyson. First pitch strike to Alex, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI. That was last night. Comes in hitting at 245, a couple of homers, and 19 driven in. He got a cookie right there and missed it.
Yeah, he knows it.
He's faced Jeff 14 times, has 4 hits, 3 of them stayed in the park. Not go.
Or just got some life on his fastball tonight.
After a slow start, he came on strong. That pitches. Souvenir right side. First part of the year, spring training, and then first part of the year, he was getting underneath and on the side of the sliders. Running a lot of spirals up there. A lot of cement mixers.
Life is one thing, but being able to command both sides of the plate, that's how you get hitters out.
Nice pitch. Reach for it. By the finals, Oakland beats Houston 2-1 out at the Coliseum. We mentioned Toronto shuts out the Yankees in the Bronx 6-0. Cubs over the Giants 8-6 at Wrigley. Hendricks over Kane. Grimm his third save. And we will have those Cubs next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We come home after the game tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Halos. Thursday off, as Infante can't get it. And then Joe Madden's Cubs.
Hawk, those Cubs series were always fun to play in. Playoff type atmosphere.
Yeah, sure. As it should be. He gone. Well, you know, the thing that upset me so much was the fact that baseball is built on generally three things. It's built on great players. It's built on tradition, and it's built on rivalries. And you've got to protect those rivalries. Now, the last 2 years, we played the Cubs on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Instead of playing them like we have this year, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then wait a month, a little 5 weeks or so, and then play them again on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got to protect those rivalries. Dyson. He gets him. So another 1-2-3 inning, and we're into the fourth. Pride on August 11th for Orgullo Night. Presented by Pepsi. All members of the Hispanic community, their families, and friends can buy specially priced tickets at whitesox.com/Orgullo. Anyone who purchases through this link will receive a free Yo Soy White Sox rally towel.
Hawk, there's not a vacant seat in this ballpark right now.
A fanny in every seat. It's great to see. It's great to see this town revived. I just wish we could have been having the kind of season everybody thought we were going to have coming out of spring training. 1-1 to count. Of all the years that I've been here and all the teams that we've brought north from spring training, I was more optimistic about this particular team than I was about any in the past.
Really? Yeah, the longer I play, the more I realized.
That ball hit hard, deep, stretch. Came back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A bomb. Number 20 for Abreu. And we lead it 1-0.
Guthrie leaves a fastball right there over the plate, and Abreu puts a barrel on it.
And that was our Ford home run replay. That ball hit down into the corner. He's not going to catch that one with all that speed. Melky's going to make the turn. Dyson with that throw in, and there is the two-bagger. That's his 25th.
Another fastball up. Melky lets it get deep, lines it down out to left center field.
Well, he's made some mistakes, as you mentioned that in the opening. It's going to be interesting to see just how sharp after not pitching for 10 days.
Yeah, if you leave fastballs up in the zone, these big league hitters are going to jump all over them.
Here's Ivy. He got a good pitch to hit and fouls it away.
Ivy looking for a pitch out over the plate. He can drive in to the right side of the field to get Melky over to third base.
And of course, with that home run by Abreu, Alex and Elias family and Christine O'Reilly and White Sox Charities hook up again. And that's into center field, gets by Escobar. So runners at the corners and nobody out. But they hook up. White Sox Charities in loving memory of Ursula.
Nice piece of hitting there by Ivy. Thinking about staying up the middle or to the right side, and gets rewarded.
Well, to validate what you had said about getting that first run in, this season in the big leagues, the teams that score first win 70.2% of the game.
Wow.
I didn't think it'd be that high.
I didn't either. Sets the tone.
And that's thanks to Elias and the mayor, Mean Joe Grube. Boy, Elias, what would we do without him? So here is Adam. Went out 3-1.
Paddock can set his sights up the middle a little more to the left side here. Let that ball travel a bit farther. See Guthrie trying to stay away. No, he's looking for something to pull.
Fellas, he's the one in trouble, not us.
Have to let those pitches away travel just a little bit farther. You got to be patient as a hitter, not get so caught up in the inside pitch. You got to pick one side or the other. It's tough to cover both halves.
Try to do that against major league pitchers, you're probably going to go 0 for 4. Melky scores, but they turn the double play. He had a Melky cold turkey if he wanted to come to the plate, but he wanted the 2, and it's 2-0. We'll take it.
Guthrie stayed away most of the at bat. Got to pitch away and then able to get the double play.
The way we've been scoring, we'll take it.
Yes, we will.
Alexei got a hanger and hit a double. One hopper. We put a little crooked number up there. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We lead it 2-0. Come see our Sox take on the Cubs at 6:10. That's on Saturday, August 15th. Today for a post-game fireworks show presented by Magellan Corporation. So to purchase tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. Top of the order here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch slider strike. Escobar grounded out to Saladino. 2-0 good guys. Let's take a look at Cabrera scoring on that double play. And he and Perez exchanged a little pleasantry there. There's really not a lot of camaraderie with these two clubs. In fact, there's not a lot of camaraderie with a lot of clubs in the American League with Kansas City. Well, you can cancel a post-game show. That's their first hit.
Escobar not trying to do too much behind 1 and 2. Gets a pitch, stays inside of it, doesn't try to do too much with it, drives it on into center field. Nice piece of hitting. Didn't try to pull it.
Here's Moustakas. He popped up to Abreu. Takes first pitch strike on the outside corner.
As an offense, if you can get the leadoff guy on, it changes the whole dynamic of an inning. Martin now has to worry about Escobar over at first base, potentially stealing the base.
He's got 10 of them in 15 attempts. Way out in front on that one.
Nice changeup down and away.
They have 68 stolen bases, and they've been thrown out 25 times. cues that one foul. And besides having a fanny in every seat, they got a lot of standing room only out there. And the concourse in center field, right and left.
There is some enthusiasm about this ball club here in Kansas City, without a question.
As there should be. They're playing with an edge. They've already had confrontations with us, Toronto, and a couple of close ones with some other clubs. Which is nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. You want to take the field with a certain attitude or a certain chip, and if you can in any way intimidate your opponents or carry some swagger out there, it's going to work to your advantage.
Well, you always have defining days, defining moments in every season. I remember in 2000, the defining day and defining moment was that confrontation we had with Detroit. After that, it just brought everybody together.
Brings your club together. Yeah.
Took off.
That's what it's about. You got to have 25 guys all pulling on the same rope, all vying for the sake of the ball club.
Soto was nice. 2-2.
Yeah, a lot of things have to go right to win at this level year in and year out. The longer I play, the more I realize how hard it was to win.
And a full count. See what he does. He goes back in. And a lot of players ask me, because I've been around so long, certain things about the game of baseball. And one of them is, what's one of the hardest things that you've had to find out about this game in all the years? And I said, trying to win a major league ball game when you're going bad. So trouble of brewing is there's a pitch that he's been giving Kansas City, and he won't give it to Samardzija. One to Adam Eaton was worse than that. And one pitch can turn a whole ball game around.
Yes, it can. You have to wonder if Escobar at first base with the threat to run swayed Samardzija's attention. He wasn't near as sharp in that at bat to Moustakas.
Here's Kane. He popped up, got jammed. Melky in left field. We saw that one pitch in that Yankees series. A guy had Brendan Ryan struck out, didn't call it, walked him. That would have been the third out. They don't score. They went on, scored 5 runs in that inning. Over into our dugout.
Momentum can change from a pitch or from an at bat.
No question.
This is not a guy the Sox want at the plate. Runners on. It's been a thorn in their side.
One and two.
Hard to be looking for the double play here.
Kane this year hitting .409 against us with 3 homers and 8 knocked in. He was way ahead of Moustakas, walked him, got ahead of Kane. Now it's even at 2.
Kane putting together a solid at-bat here, not expanding the strike zone.
Well, when you get a guy who's swinging the bat well like Kane is and has been, if you get ahead of him, chances are you keep nibble. First thing you know, it's going to be full count, and that's what it is right here.
See if Samardzija can execute a pitch here.
Bases loaded, nobody out.
Good at bat by Kane. Like I mentioned, he did not expand the strike zone. Samardzija gave him nothing to hit. Finds himself at first base. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now, Kansas City very seldom strikes out. Johnny Danks did have 6 strikeouts in his 6 innings of work last night. These guys are leading the world in the fewest strikeouts by far.
They don't beat themselves.
Hosmer hit a missile to Sanchez at second, who made a nice catch on him. That's a strike right there. Laz, as I said, giving Guthrie the high strike and won't give it to Samardzija. That's brutal. Softly hit. Can't get him at first. They score a run, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Alexi with a little flip behind the back.
Fastball inside part of the plate. Jams him, but not able to turn the double play.
So here's a guy that has been their big producer, Andres Morales. He grounded out to LaRoche. Hit the ball hard. He's got 12 homers, but he's knocked in 76 runs.
Not being able to run that well. Probably looking for that double play ball.
Do I know the count? Salvador Perez on deck. Jeff breezed through the first 3 innings, retiring all 9 he faced. Not so here in the 4th.
Well, since he's been out of the stretch, he hasn't been quite as sharp.
There's one. A little surprise right there that he didn't have the green light. Full count. You got your top run producer up there. That's what a hitter goes up and tries to get a count.
He's Mark to make a pitch here.
Pale. Look at the play by Saladin. Now he cannot control it. But he's still going to get him at first base, but nobody at third. So Mustaka scores, and the game is tied up to a beautiful play right there by Saladino on a bullet.
Fastball out over. Nice piece of hitting by Morales. It's not able to get a handle on it. Turn to double play. Showed some athleticism, getting back on his feet.
That's a tremendous play. Right? That's a stunning play. If you're just tuning in, as we said, it was 91 degrees at first pitch time. Let's see Jeff's face. So here's Perez. He grounded out to Alexei. Breaking ball strike. Outfield shading him to the right. Gap out there in left center. Gave him one there.
Got a ball off the plate.
Yeah. It's 3-2. That ball was down and away.
Beautiful piece of hitting here. You have to feel Shamarja was happy with that pitch down and away. Perez went out there, got it, drove it down the right field line.
Well, one bad thing, they scored 3 runs on just 2 hits and also had a sensational play by Saladino. Center field. They will be running on Adam Eaton, but not with Perez.
We talked about it earlier. Hitting or lack of is contagious.
Everything in this game is either positive or negative.
Seems like what your ball club is thinking or feeling is going to play itself out onto the field.
Yeah, there's always exceptions to every rule in this game, but 95% of the time, everything is contagious. Every now and then you might have a club that's got some really solid veterans on it that are just, they can pull themselves out of it and go a step above it.
Right.
That's the exception to the rule. Fonte struck out, swinging at a slider last inning. Two 4-0 for us, 3-3-0 for them, with 2 out and 2 on.
Eaton shaded over to right center.
And that's popped up softly. LaRoche. The wildness has really jumped up and bit him in the behind. And they score 3. They lead it by 1. strongest fan photo. Use hashtag Chicago Data Strong Fan. That's hashtag Chicago Data Strong Fan. And you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. 3-2 bad guys. You're in the top of the 5th inning. Second of this 3-game set they won last night 3-2. He had multiple opportunities, put points on the board, and could not do it. Or did not do it. Here's Carlos, had a sacrifice bunt his first trip. And on Friday, August 14th at 3:10, our Sox take on the Cubs. First 10,000 fans will receive a White Sox rally towel presented by all the great folks at United Airlines. United, proud to fly your Chicago White Sox. So purchase tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. It's Mark Seipel, Joe Bonilla, Jackie Cruz, Tanya Capra, and the crew. Also all the great folks at Atlantic Aviation, Bernard Young and the crew. 1-1 to count. Soto struck out his first trip.
Out in front of a changeup. Calls himself behind 1-2.
Yeah, that strikeout back in the third, he just got himself out. Which happens an awful lot. You go to the plate, you get yourself out. He didn't get you out, you get yourself out.
Bit of a quick pitch there by Guthrie. Sped his motion up a little bit. Trying to throw the timing off Soto.
It's not done nearly as much today as it had and it was in years past. The difference is there's a base hit, or one of the differences we should say is years past when they would quick pitch you, they would throw something off speed. Today, most of the time when they quick pitch you, they're throwing fastball.
Well, like we talked about earlier, there's a rhythm and timing to hitting, obviously, and if you can disrupt that any way, shape, or form, and give that pitcher a bit of an advantage.
Look at Johnny Cueto. He's fun to watch. He'll quick pitch and throw you some sliders and some changes. Not a strike, and call one.
You know, that according to pitch tracks, about a ball off the plate.
He's already missed a bunch of them tonight. Kid last night had a good game behind the plate. Chris Siegel. First and 30 right here. Let's get this thing tied up. Curveball. He just missed that one. He just missed it.
Took a little bit off his fastball. 88 miles an hour, eating just a click out in front of it.
Yep, that would have been number 10. Another 32nd of an inch. Scotty, and his 9 home runs he's hit this year, he's hit about 4. I mean, bombs.
Yeah, he whips it through there pretty good.
Well, he's got 18 doubles, 8 triples, 9 home runs, 25 knocked in for a leadoff man. He scored a whole bunch of runs. He's done his job.
He has.
And there's a base hit. So Gio's going to pull up at second. Watch out. And that hit's going to give Abreu a chance. Here's what he did leading off last inning.
On that curveball out over the middle. He didn't miss it.
Jose now 20 homers and 66 driven in.
About the only place you can hit one in center field that Kane's not going to catch, Hawk.
Yeah. You give him a couple of steps out there on that fence, he's liable to go up there and get it. He's amazing. He really is. They're deep. They're straight up. Out in front. That pitch at 86. 2 on, 2 out. Always a big pitch in this scenario. And it goes Abreu's way. 2-1. Now he's got the catbird seat. Melky on deck.
Looking for a pitch. One spot.
Full count. So Gio and Saladino get a few extra steps on the 3-2. And that's fouled away.
You can see the White Sox with runners in scoring position, they're just a little more anxious up at the plate, trying to do just a little too much.
Watch out. No. All right. Man. We're halfway home. We trail at 3-2. Well, another bad base running play by our Sox has taken us right out of an inning with our big gun at the plate.
Yeah, you can't make those kind of mistakes, Huck.
2 out, 3 and 2.
Just took it for granted. Didn't wait long enough to make sure Guthrie was going to deliver the pitch home and got caught.
You got to make sure he's going to throw the ball home. Dyson turns it loose underneath it. He's open when he tried to bunt. Smart to throw him out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for them. 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors up on the board. But we got a few already in this game of omission, not commission. Yeah, that's trouble. That is 3 at least. Back him up.
Gerard's 6th triple of the season. Marja hangs a changeup right out over the plate, drives it into right center, and Hawk, it didn't take too long at all for Dyson to get to third base.
I love to watch guys who can throw, and I love to watch guys who can run.
He can pick them up and put them down.
That hit him. He hit himself, really. Turned right into it.
Caught him out on the forearm, it looked like.
More than half the time today, guys hit themselves. They don't turn the right way. They turn the wrong way. They turn into the ball.
Yeah, he definitely turned into that one. He was looking to jump all over that first pitch.
So here's Moustakas. He's popped to first, walked, and scored.
Outfield shading Moustakas to the pull side. A little bit of room in left center.
Want to know the count.
Samardzija can be a little sharper during the stretch than he was last inning.
That's high and deep. Avi, one of the United sign. Everybody's tagging, and everybody's going to advance, and it's a 4-2 ball game. He just missed that one. .40 RBIs now for Moustakas, and that'll bring up Kane.
Not a bad pitch by Samardzija. It catches quite a bit of the plate. He's lucky that one stayed in the ballpark. But you see the Royals there capitalizing with the runner on third. Less than 2 outs. They were able to get that guy across.
Oh, and 1 to count to Kane, who has popped up to left, and he has walked.
Have a guy on first who can run. Escobar able to advance to second base on the deep fly ball. Now puts himself in scoring position.
be the third wild pitch this year for Samardzija. Well, when you make bad plays like we did, it just turns the whole mold around. Even more so.
And then you have a club, Kansas City, who takes advantage of those breaks. Don't beat themselves up. Game can get out of hand in a hurry.
Infield in. And that one up and in. So 2-1.
One high and tight there. Trying to back Kane off the plate a little bit. Coming back in there.
And Jennings loosening up. If you missed last night's game, Nate Jones went out there for an inning. First two pitches he threw were at 99. And it's a 5-2 ball game. Yeah, they against us, they are the antithesis of us. They get a man in scoring position, they score. We get a man in scoring position, we lead.
Kane doesn't try to do too much with his pitch. Pitches up and over the plate. He doesn't try to pull it. Goes with it, dumps it into right field for another RBI.
They have 5 runs on 5 hits. We have 2 runs on 6 hits.
Not how many you get, it's when you get them.
Right. Don't tell me what you hit, buddy. Tell me when you hit it.
You can see the difference in approaches at the plate with runners in scoring position. Tell the Sox are just a little edgy, trying to make things happen. And the Royals pull it back a notch. Don't try to do too much. Just make sure they get the job done. .94-mile-an-hour fastball from Samardzija.
Doing 1 to count.
Hawk, it just seems that this Kansas City ball club is on the same page.
Yeah.
They know what they're trying to accomplish at the plate. They have a plan, they have an approach, and they stick with it. They don't deviate from it. They know their identity. They know what kind of ball club they are.
Nice play. Beautiful play by Sanchez. So 2 outs.
Nice diving play to his left. Takes a hit away from Hosmer. Keeps Kane at second base.
That's Samardzija 2 starts ago, not his last start, but 2 starts ago against Boston. He hit 98 4 or 5 times. So here's Morales. He was robbed. There he goes. Safe. Picks up his 20th stolen base. And 24 attempts. And from a Kansas City standpoint, they just when they get you down, they don't let up.
They keep coming after you.
They just put the pedal to the metal.
Kane gets a good jump here. Just gets a hand up under the tag. Good throw from Soto. Now with Kane at third, Samardzija knows he can't throw a ball in the dirt. It's going to tighten him up just a clip.
Well, this Kansas City club started 2 years ago, not just last year. They started 2 years ago. In my opinion, they should have won it, the Central, 2 years ago over Detroit. Nice block by Giovanni. But they let Cabrera beat them twice in a big 4-game series at Comerica Park, and that more or less took the wind out of the sails, and that was in 13.
Outfield shaded to the pull side. Got to elevate a fastball. Oof.
Yeah, he didn't get it up high enough. He got away with it. Yep.
Morales wants this one back. He knew it.
That ball hit hard. It's off the wall. And it's 6-2.
Well, like
RBI number 77.
Like you said, when they get you down, they keep coming after you. Feeding off this sellout crowd here. Not that bad of a pitch. Down and in. Morales gets the head to it.
Marge's thrown 79 up the home plate. So a tough outing for Jeff. He departs, and we'll be back. (9 a.m. to 1 p.m. the Chicago White Sox Volunteer Corps and First Merit Bank are teaming up to clean up the Elliott Donnelly Youth Center and host an end of the summer barbecue for the youth and families at the center. So for more information, please visit whitesox.com/volunteer corps. And let's check out our Honda call to the pen. It is Dan Jennings, making his 31st appearance. 35 innings, 35 hits, 18 walks, 29 strikeouts. They put another 3 spot on the board. They lead it 6-2. The pitch had part of the plate and didn't get it. Perez was grounded to short, and then he had a nice at bat, RBI single last inning. Last 2 innings have been Ugly. Two and 0. Right field. Another run's going to score. And it's 7-2. So the book on Jeff is closed.
Two-0 count. Got a pitch up and over. Didn't try to pull it and went with it to the right side. Did a good job driving it down the right field line. Got to take what they give you, Hawk.
Well, they're doing it.
Yes, they are.
They are doing it. And they do a good job of it. Not just offensively. We're giving it to them on the bases. Funny thing about it, too, these 2 games, our infielders have made some terrific plays.
They have.
Thank goodness. Rios 0-2 the count. He's 1 for 2. They have 7 runs on 7 hits.
When they've had their opportunities, they've taken advantage of them.
Just did get a piece of that one. Checking some other scores. Texas and Seattle were tied at 3 going to the 11th inning. Texas wins that game 11-3.
That ball club has been playing better baseball as of late.
Some runs on the board.
The ball flies out of that ballpark during the summertime.
Pittsburgh beat the Dodgers 6-5 at PNC. They mentioned Oakland beat Houston 2-1. Toronto shuts out the Yankees 6-0. Full count.
Two, 2 out.
Seeing a lot of 3-2 counts. Yanks that one foul. Washington leading the Rockies 4-1. That's bottom of the 6th in DC. Tampa Bay leading the Mets 5-4, bottom of the 7th, down in St. Pete. Boston at Detroit tied at 3, bottom of the 6th. Cleveland at home against Minnesota. Indians leading that game, bottom of the 4th, 8-3. To Hopper. But another crooked number goes up there. We'll go to the 6th. They lead it 7-2. Up an important 3-game set against the reigning American League MVP Mike Trout and the Angels. So join us for first pitch at 7 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Off day Thursday. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Cubs. So here we go. Top of the 6th inning. They lead it by 5. Brady was at the plate when last inning was seemed a long time ago. We had men on first and second. 2 out, 3-2 the count. And they got Soto in a pickle on a pickoff play. Brady 1 for 2, that homer. His 20th coming, leading off the 4th inning.
We can get some base runners on and see what happens. Put some good at bats together.
Why not? We got nothing else to do.
Got a good pitch to hit. Just missed it. Got to keep going. Got to keep fighting. Keep scratching. Keep clawing.
Ball hit hard but foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still have 12 outs to deal with.
A lot of things can happen in 12 outs. That's high and deep into left center field. Back at the wall, and you can put it on the board. Yes, that ball got up in that wind and just kept going.
Didn't stop. I didn't think he got it that good.
He didn't.
A little bit of a wind blowing out to left center. A little sinker stayed right out over the plate. Where you put a good swing on it. Got enough of it. 390 feet.
There the flag's blowing out to left. Melky 0-2 the count. Melky's 1 for 2, a double and a run scored. That coming in the 4th inning.
Melky having to extend the strike zone. That first pitch was outside, but called a strike.
I like Laz, but Laz is having a bad night.
A little bit inconsistent tonight.
Oh, a little bit. That breaking ball, that was a pretty good pitch for him to hit left-handed. That's 1 out. Here's Avi. Avi is lined hard to left, and he is singled. And there's another base hit. And Sox fans, head to your local Famous Dave's and receive a scratch and win ticket. A scratch and win ticket for your chance to win a trip to New York to see our Sox battle the Yankees. Throw out a first pitch at a White Sox game. Great offers from Famous Dave's and discount White Sox tickets. Famous Dave's. Here's LaRoche. He's 0 for 2. Get some activity now in that Kansas City pen.
It's like Luke Hochaver down there, I believe.
Big right-hander, whoever it is. He's wearing number 44. That's him. One on, one out. 1-1 the count. 1 in here in the top of the 6th inning.
This will be Guthrie's 79th pitch. Hawk, that ball's a little outside too.
He's flipping a coin. He has missed a ton of pitches. Broken bat. Two down. Here's Alexei. He has doubled and he has grounded to third.
If you can get one up in that right to left wind. That'll work too.
All right, turn by Avi. And that'll bring up Carlos. Carlos 0 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt. They have 7 runs on 7 hits. We have 3 runs on 9 hits.
Way out in front of that changeup. 76 miles an hour.
Something off that curve. There's a shot right back through the middle. They're going to wave him around. They'll just get it back in, and it's a 7-4 ball game. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. A lot of things can happen in 12 outs.
Beautiful piece of hitting here, taking it right back up the box. Pitch down out over the plate. That's a nice swing right there. That is a nice swing.
So Yost goes to the mound. Guthrie is out. Kochaber comes on, and we'll be back. Behind the call to the pen is for the big right-hander, Luke Kochaber. He came in the game last night in the 8th inning. They were winning 3-1. He walked Tyler Flowers. Then Trace Thompson doubled down into the corner. So we had men at second, third, nobody out. And we couldn't score a run. We lose the game 3-2.
Opposition hitting at a 261 clip against Kochaber.
And one swing of the bat here, and we got ourselves a tied up ball game.
Keep the line moving, Soto.
He's 1 for 2. Takes that breaking ball low and away.
Nice pitch.
Count evens at 1. That breaking ball misses. Zone him in, reel him in, and light him up, Jill. 3-1. Adam Eaton on deck.
Coach Shaver not being able to locate that curveball. Missed down and away on 3 occasions.
And that's ball 4. That will load him up. So here's Adam. With sacks packed with Sox, 2 down. Adam is going out to center. He walked, and then last inning he just missed one. High towering drive into right field, just underneath it. And he takes ball 1.
Good to see Adam back in the lineup after being taken out last night. That play in center field.
Where he re-injured his left shoulder. So far, knock on wood, he hadn't had to make any throws out there.
Coach Shaver missing consistently over the left part of the plate.
Big gap out there in right center. A huge gap. That evens accounted 1.
Eaton expanding the zone there. Looking for a fastball. Bit too aggressive. Probably would have been called a ball. Two and
1. Seven and 0 for the Royals. 4-10 and 0 for our Sox. Here in the top of the 6th inning, if you're just tuning in. Ouch.
I didn't do this too often in my career, Hawk, but I did a few times, and it hurts. It does not feel good.
Guys are fouling balls off their feet, their legs, their back legs, front legs. I mean,
my hands weren't quick enough to get the bat head out there.
And a full count. Where are the bench jockeys when you need them? To yell out, squeeze it.
Activity in the Royals bullpen. Madsen getting loose.
Let's don't do it again, boys. And there's a base hit. That's going to score a pair. And all of a sudden we got ourselves a 7-6 ball game.
Good at bat by Eaton. Got himself to 3-2. The pitch down and in. He got the head to it. Hawk, we got ourselves a ball game.
A lot of things can happen in 12 outs.
Yes, they can.
So 2 on, 2 out. And here is Tyler. Tyler is 1 for 3. He was robbed of the base hit in his first at bat on another beautiful play by Moustakas, the third. Hard comebacker. Now retire the side, but not before we jump right back into this Wago. We put a 4 spot up there, and it's 7-6 Kansas City. Photo of the game. Tweet your strongest fan photo to hashtag Chicago Data Strong Fan, and you might just see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. All right, Dan, hold him right here, buddy. That 4 spot we just put up in the top half of this inning. It's a 7-6 Kansas City lead.
Yeah, let's see if we can post a 0 here.
Here's Infante. Omar 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-up. De La Roche at first. Off the end of the bat. One out. And let's check out our Xfinity high-speed action replay now. Jared Dyson leading off the 5th inning.
I like watching this guy run.
Scotty Pods, we like watching you run too, especially in 05. Scotty Pods, for you youngsters out there, one of our outfielders, stole 59 bases. He would get on first. He'd steal second. Tadahito Oguchi would get him over, and poof, we had a 1-0 lead.
Those were fun times, Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
That 05 year was fun.
Oh, and 2 the count to Dyson.
Well, I learned that I wasn't going to hit homers. I wasn't going to drive in a lot of runs, so I had to figure out ways to help clubs win, and I was trying to use my legs.
On 04, he stole 70 bases with Milwaukee. One out and the 1-2 pitch.
Just off the outside corner.
Strike on our guys. That's down low and a full count. You don't want to walk this guy. He is 19 for 21 in stolen bases. come backer. 2 down. And Alex Gordon, who's been on the DL for a while now with that bad groin pull, he was taking live batting practice for the first time. So the Royals. He is one of the leaders on this ball club. Perennial Gold Glove winner in left field. But Ben Zobrist has done a heck of a job. That was a tremendous pickup for Kansas City.
Yes, he has. Good player. You can plug him in anywhere out there, and he's going to get the job done for you.
Especially the way they use their bullpen. You need an extra guy like that. Here's Escobar. He's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Aladino. Nice inning for Dan Jennings. And we're into the 7th. Track the Red Line trains after the game and get a seat upgrade with MLB.com Ballpark, the official U.S. Cellular Field Ballpark app for iPhone and Android smartphones. So visit WhiteSox.com/ballpark app to learn more. Pitching change for Hochevar. And this is what Kansas City likes to do. They like to say, get me to the 7th inning with a lead, and we're probably going to win a ball game.
Yeah, that's been their formula. Get a lead into the 7th, hand it over to that bullpen.
He's got Abreu, Cabrera, and Ivy. Abreu tonight 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. He now has 21 and 67 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. That one at 95.
You can tell how he comes over the top of it. He's going to get that good sinking action down to the right on that fastball.
He's a big guy, 6'6", 225 pounds. Moustakas has got him. One out. That's another New Jersey. One time a very, very hard thrower. 95 still is not bad. So here's Melky. He's grounded to short, doubled. Scored on that double later on, and he has popped up to third. Takes ball 1. Finale here tomorrow afternoon. Jose Quintana against Danny Duffy. That game will be over WGN. Dennis back home. Softly hit, 3-hopper. Two quick out, and here's Avi. Avi is 2 for 3. Only out was a line shot right to Dyson in left field.
Matson's going to get a lot of ground balls with that sinking action on that fastball. Get that thing boring down and into those right-handed hitters. It's tough to barrel.
Gap out there in left center. Takes first pitch strike. That wind still blowing out to left.
That sinker in at 96 miles an hour with action on it.
That was another one. Softly hit. 7th inning stretch. The 7-6 Royals. Mike Moustakas to face Dan Jennings. First pitch, breaking ball strike. Moustakas has popped to first, walked, scored, and then had a sacrifice fly, picking up his 40th RBI. 7 runs on 7 hits for them, 6 runs on 11 hits for us. One and two the count.
He's got some quick hands, doesn't he, Hawk?
Yeah. If he'd ever get to the point he'd trust him. He can cover a fastball. He's short in height, but he is wide and strong.
Herrera getting loose out in the Kansas City bullpen. Ready for the 8th.
There's a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. That's foul back.
Yeah, the numbers don't favor the White Sox if they trail going into the 7th.
Well, a good buddy of mine was telling me earlier, last time we played them at home, it was crazy. That's softly hit. They were like 53 or 56 or something like that in when leading going to the 8th inning. There's Zach. Yeah, when you can play 6 and 7 inning games, especially 6 inning games, give a lead. That's nice. Kane is 1 for 2. That's off the end of the bat. And he's going to let it go foul. That's what Lou Piniella did when he was in Seattle with 116 wins that year.
2001, I believe, wasn't it?
Played a 6-inning game. Did everything he could to bunt guys over, hit and run, just give it a couple of runs, get a lead going to the 6th inning, and then you could wrap it up and send it to Cooperstown.
They clinched that division so early that year when they ran into the Yankees. Got knocked out that first round, I believe.
Yeah.
It's tough not playing meaningful games down the stretch, and then all of a sudden you get to the Yankees.
Yeah, when they were good. Alexei's got him. 2 down.
I don't know, different players prepare differently. I think you got to leave it up to the player. If a guy wants to play or needs some rest, needs a day here or there, I think you got to communicate with your player, see what he wants. Everybody's different.
That's all it is. It's tougher managing today than it ever has been. Managers, in essence, have no leverage. There's a breaking ball strike to Hosmer. 39,302.
It is so much more fun coming to the ballpark when it's packed and playing in front of a sellout crowd, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Just feed off the energy.
Because a lot of times when you come to the ballpark, you don't feel all that good. For whatever reasons. All of a sudden you put that uniform on, you step out of that dugout, and there's a full house there with the arms open. I want to give you all the love you can handle.
Gives you an extra little sense of purpose.
Oh yeah. All of a sudden, poof, whatever's wrong with you is gone.
A little more motivation.
Get over there. And they just do get him. They want a review. Dan was a little late getting over there. Had a little spectator in him on that one. So they say no review, and that'll retire the side. We're into the 8th. We trail it by 1. Stay with CSN as we recap the day in Chicago sports and beyond on Sportsnet Central. Get the very latest from Bears, training camp, and much more. Don't miss Sportsnet Central tonight after White Sox postgame live right here on CSN. Kelvin Herrera making his 50th appearance. 2-2 record, 205, 48 in the third, just 30 hits, 17 walks, and 43 strikeouts. This guy will rush it up there.
Yeah, Adam's going to have to get it ready.
When you're facing guys with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, you got to figure out how you're going to make a mistake. That's outside. That one's at 100. And most of the time, you're better off getting loaded too early than too late. Off 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Soft tosses, you can wait.
I actually like this matchup right now. I like LaRoche.
Especially if he gets thigh high or a little bit lower. That's Souvenir left side. That one at 98.
Little tardy. It does feature a good changeup as well that he throws to left-handed hitters.
It's one of those hard high or slow low for the punch out. That ball hit hard right at him. Son of a And you can follow our Sox with MLB.com @bat, the #1 app for live baseball. @bat is up to the moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. So get MLB.com @bat for your smartphone or tablet. Great @bat. Great @bat is the app. That app is something.
First pitch strike to Alexi at 100 miles an hour.
That one at 99, he yanks it foul. Most guys really, you know, Scotty, big league hitters, if you're fairly straight, they don't care how hard you throw.
Now, if it's relatively straight and out over the plate, big league hitters can handle it.
They'd rather face that than a guy throwing 92 or 3 with some movement.
And can work both sides of the plate.
Oh, well, don't even go there. You can grab some bench.
Yeah, the hitter, you got to pick one side or the other.
That's popped up. Plus, in the big leagues today, you also have to cover up and down, which is something it's a lot easier to cover in and out than it is up and down for a lot of guys.
Yep.
Here's Carlos. He had a big RBI single and a run scored in the 6th. Just joining us, we scored 2 in the 4th. Take a 2-0 lead. They came right back with 3 in the 4th. They added 4 in the 5th. We came back with 4 in the 6th. Had another game where we did a couple things to hurt ourselves. That one at 99.
Just not quite as good as the Royals have been with runners in scoring position.
No, they've executed.
That changeup at 89. Must be nice to throw a changeup at 89, huh?
That one at 100.
Up in the zone, that's tough to get on top of.
Tough to get a piece of, even after you've seen that 89-mile-an-hour changeup. 1-2 pitch. That one at 101.
Reached back for a little extra there. Wants the fastball again.
Full count. Trichka.
See if we can get a guy aboard here.
Theo can turn him around. And there is ball 4 at 99. Good at bat for Carlos. Gio is 1 for 2. Hard single. And also a walk. Got that one in on him and pops it up. Rios. Got a play, makes it. And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 1. Much. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-7-0 for them. 6-11-0 for us. We have stranded 6. They have stranded 3. So they have done a better job at execution with just 7 runs on 7 hits, getting them home. Plus they have no home runs, and we have 2. So here is Morales. He takes first pitch strike.
Ball a little outside.
Back through the middle.
The guy can hit.
One of the most horrific injuries to an ankle is here comes Robin. When he dislocated his ankle when he was with the Angels.
At third base.
Home plate.
That was at home plate.
Yeah. After a home run, he jumped up, came down, and broke it. And I'll tell you what, he just absolutely, he looked like he was going to be a 40 home run a guy year. So good job by Dan Jennings. Good job. He departs, and we'll be back. Time to call to the pen for the Jake Meister. Jake Petrichka. Terrific job by Dan Jennings, going 2 1/3, giving up no runs, 2 hits. And now Jake Meister. Third Sox pitcher is on. They have a man at first. Nobody out. Perez. He is 2 for 3, an RBI single, RBI double. He also has scored a run. Outfield slightly to the right, gap out there in left center.
Look out. Wake you up.
Broken bat. Pop up. Carlos is there, makes the catch. 1 down. So here's Rios. He's 1 for 3. And right now, it's time to check out our AT&T UVerse Multi-View. and that's inside.
Outfield playing about straight away for Rios. A little bit of room in left center.
Yanks that one foul.
Another nice night here in Kansas City tonight.
It is just great. 36,000 plus last night. 39,000 plus tonight. And that has popped up right side. Avi will take care of this one. Watch out. Two down. And that'll bring up Omar Infante. Cleveland leading Minnesota 13-4, top of the seventh at Progressive Field.
Infante struck out swinging in the third, popped out in the fourth, and grounded to short in the sixth.
Nice gap out there in left center. And that is foul. Nasty Nats beat the Rockies 6-1 in D.C. Tampa Bay held on and beat the Mets 5-4 in St. Pete. Rangers with 8 runs in the top of the 11th inning to beat Seattle 11-3. All right. That'll do it. We're into the ninth. It'll be the top of the order. Eaton, Saladino, and Abreu. Almost earlier in the game is Miller Time, brought to you by Miller Lite. Jose Abreu leading off, 4th inning. Jose Abreu leading off, 6th inning. High fly ball, got it up in that wind and took it out of here. That is our Miller Time, brought to you by all the great folks at Miller Lite. Pitching change, Greg Holland on. And we have the top of the order.
Hawk, this is where your leadoff hitter makes his hay. Going to try to reach base any way possible.
First pitch strike, That one at 96.
Eating the first base. The threat of him stealing going to help the guys hitting behind him.
They got the corners in close. Stockis right at the cut of the grass, as is Hosmer. Outfield swung around to the left. There was a pretty good pitch. Had the plate and didn't get it.
Big gap in right center.
3 bases out there. Had him 1 for 3 with that 2-run single in the 6th inning. Don't help him out. And a count 3-1. Had a bit of the outside count.
Just caught the corner.
Saladino on deck and Abreu in the hole.
That was dirty. Good action on that slider.
Got it in a spot. Great spot. He hits it, he's going to beat it right in the dirt. Here's Tyler. He's 1 for 4. Takes strike 1. That had the plate. Quintana against Duffy tomorrow afternoon in the finale. The game will be over WGN. 0-2. They come home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and Mike Scioscia's Angels. Two down, and here comes Abreu.
Well, they have a plan. The plan is get a lead into the 7th. That's what they've done once again here. It's been working. Reach back for a little extra. That one in at 97 miles an hour.
Yes. Last few times he's been out there, that's the quickest we've seen with his fastball. Outfield there, extremely deep, straight up, spread out.
Outfield willing to give up a single here, trying to take away the double. was trying to tie it.
One time they have a big man. Strike. Laz had a bad night tonight. That was not even close. That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. So they win it 7-6. Take another look at this pitch here. You can see Perez didn't think it was a strike as he pulled it back in there, but well, we did a couple of things again to hurt ourselves. Scotty,
yeah, we did. We made some mistakes. Again, with runners in scoring position, we are just not swinging the bats well. You can't make mistakes, and you're going to need more timely hitting to beat these Royals.
All right, let's check out our player of the game. It is Jose Abreu. Jose, 2 for 5, couple homers. He now has 21 and 67 knocked in. He's our player of the game. So far, my partner, Scott Besednik. For our director, Jim Angier, our producer, John Walgren, our associate producer, Joe Grube, our technical manager, Mark Harper, also for Sherry, Janice, Rich, and Adam Rodeberg. Also the executive producer, Jim Corno Jr. This is a Hawk. Coming up next, Subaru Postgame Live with Chuck and Bill. You've been watching White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet.